Goal is 2 chapters. I'm very close to getting to the second page of 2 or 3, so it shouldn't be all that hard. Okay. Okay. Come on. Really? No. Okay. Let's see what spam this is. This spam message says, "I'm sending this message because you deserve it." I don't know what that means. But I'm going to delete it. I'm guessing it's a, "Hey, who is this?" And then they see that it's a person. And then they steal my eyes. Well, my eyes aren't great. It's still, they're mine. I want to remind everybody to subscribe or resubscribe, and also to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Whew. Okay. Fuck is everybody? I guess I'll finish this chapter. I don't think I'm going to be on long today. I don't think I'm long for this world. I'm tired. I mean, I've only been writing for 10 minutes, so. See if Tom got in here writing, and no, Tom started at some point, likely last night. Are you fucking kidding me? Looks like the landscapers are here. Sons of fucking bitches. They're supposed to be here yesterday. They're here now. Of course, they're here when? When I'm trying to work. And they're blocking my car. Not that I'm going anywhere, but still. There's Mr. Frank. What's up, Gabagool? Nothing. Tired. I want to write. These fucking assholes always show up right when I'm getting all creative and shit. Sons of the bitches, you know what I'm saying? Sons of them. The night was sultry. Yeah, it was a sultry night. That's what they call it. Sultry night. I went to bed last night. My wife was at her mother's until like after 10. So by the time she got home, it was like 10:30, and I was like, I'm going to bed. I read for a few minutes, and then I fell asleep. And then at 3:30 in the morning, wide awake, freaking out about this book that needs to be done, and I could not get back to sleep. And so I got up and I did some writing and emails and whatnot. And if I wasn't, you know what? I got it. Now I'm going to do Twitch because I got to get more writing in. Otherwise, I'm just going to fucking go to sleep. And right after this, I'm just going to sleep. Hopefully, catch up a little bit. They freaked out the cat now. What's up, Chad Lutsky? about to be the end of chapter 40. So moving right along. I'm working on Down and Dirty 6, chapter 40 of 50. I was just telling Frank I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning and could not get back to bed because I was stressed and freaked out over not finishing this book in the next week. And I know I'm going to do it. The realistic part now is not a problem. You sound like there are UFOs outside your window beaming people up. Yeah, but only the bad people I don't like. No, it's like the landscapers. They're like sitting down the block having lunch, and they're like, "Oh wait, look, he just went on Twitch. Let's go cut the lawn now." I'm gonna tell you the one thing that kind of irks me about this two-man crew. They always park their truck right in front of our driveway. There's a lot more room to do this. So if I was like heading out the door or something, or like what if there was a buy one get one at Wendy's or something for lunch? They're in my way. I watched the season finale of Alien Earth last night. I liked it. I'll be honest, it wasn't like it was great. They tidied up a bit of it, and then they left a lot open, hopefully for a season 2. I'm considering writing romance or cozy mystery under a pseudonym. Haven't decided yet, but it'll be one of those two genres. In the meantime, we're just finishing up our 5th kids book. Nice. You just got to know all the tropes, and you just got to write it with some conviction. Because one of the things I learned at the NINC conference was there are a lot of people that are trying to cash in on it, and they are blatantly obvious. Plus, you got to really like it, and you got to write that stuff. You got to actually like it, or then it's just awful. They're not following the rules. No, they're following the rules, but you can tell. Like you read a certain book. I see this in thrillers from time to time. An author who's not normally a thriller author, and they're like, "I'm writing a thriller book," and then I'm like, "You're writing a thriller book because you watched, I don't know, Indiana Jones or something, and you thought you could write some big adventure thing, and it just falls flat." Romance authors are fun. It's mostly written by guys who say the wrong things about women's parts or women doing things and blah 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 blah. I would 100% be running the market, dude. I love watching cozy mysteries and I love myself, but I'm really not a fan of the books. Most are poorly written. They would disagree that they're poorly written. That's my take on it. You do whatever you want. I'm not saying another word. Good luck. You just got to know your audience. I did read a Colleen Hoover book. It was great. So is Nora Roberts, but I read three cozies and they were not good. It'd probably be just one of 10,000 men writing romance. Yep. Yeah. So there's a lot of pushback right now with Colleen Hoover because a lot of her stuff does not follow the traditional uh, rules that people love. You with that you have to just deep dive into the subgenre of the subgenre of what you're writing. So if you're like, I'm going to do cozy mysteries, then find a couple of cozy mysteries that you like and basically just more or less rewrite those. But yeah, there are a shit ton of men using initials. Well, she's huge, and that's why she's huge. But she's not really. Most of her books are really not romance in the traditional sense. Harlequin Romance would not publish most of her books because of some of the things that she has. 10,000 Men Writing Romance was my interpretive dance troupe in high school. You know, and I loved you in that. I thought it was really cool. I guess Nick's not around because I just finished a page. Just fucking tired. So I broke 50,000 words now. Gotta see what. Quite a bit. All right. Ooh, I made a couple of cheeseburgers on cinnamon raisin bagels. Now I'm burping them up. I'll probably doing like another 5 minutes, and then I'm done for the day. Probably for the entire day. My wife went back to her mother-in-law since give Jess a break. Jess's mom's in town, and they're I guess doing things or whatever. But that probably means my wife's not going to get home until 10:30 again tonight, which sucks. And these guys just run through cutting this grass. Run through. because I've already been up for like over 9 hours. It's just a bit much. I have another interview going up at 5 o'clock or so tonight. That's already set up. All my stuff for the next couple days has been set up. Now tomorrow I might be on YouTube Live. Not that any of you people actually come on. Yesterday I was on, and literally nobody came into the chat. Next page, Mr. Frank. Next page. But I did end up having like 20 views of it yesterday, which was nice. So I probably will do it again tomorrow for a little bit. Then I'll be back here on Friday. I think Anakin knows he went live. Yeah, I went live yesterday about 1 o'clock. Yeah, live like a suicide, right? That's what I've been saying. Hmm. Ooh. 2 more minutes. 2 minutes on the clock. We'll take a potassium pill. Potassium. Not good on TV still. Exactly. So last night my wife got home too late. We really didn't watch anything. I watched some baseball. 5 days left in the season now. Regular season, I should say. But I've been watching the Signs of a Psychopath on Investigation Discovery. My wife saw a commercial for it. She's like, "Oh, let's start taping this," and I'm like, this is the 10th season of this. So we started watching from the first season, and they're like half an hour shows, and with commercials, so you can burn. I think we burned the first season was like 8 episodes. We burned it, threw it in one night. Pretty good, killers that maybe you'd never heard of, but then there's killers that you have heard of. But since they're nice and short, it's good because they just gotta give you. It's like kind of the cliff notes of a killer or a serial killer, which is nice. Rather than, oh, here's Paul is on for two friggin' hours. You heard of Killer Doors? I've heard of them too. They're pretty good. Probably one of my favorite Canadian bands of all time. The cat, she's been sitting on this chair now behind me. I didn't move it since MondoCon because she likes sitting on it, but my black hoodie is covered in white cat hair, and the seat itself is just covered in cat hair. Lillian Axe came on during my drive to work. Nice. Which song? There's so many good ones. You're listening to WPLJ. Stranger Than Paradise. That's Sleazebees, I believe, not Lillian Axe. One of those bands. Or Babylon AD. I looked that shit up now. Yeah, Sleazebees. Sleazebees. That's a good song, though. Then they have that one other song that I like. I gotta figure it out because it was definitely Lillian Axe. I like a bunch of Lillian X songs, actually. Ask me which ones. Get it? There's several of their Lillian X songs. So let's look it up. Show a little love. Give a little love. I've heard none of the music you guys are talking about, which is why it's good. Misery Loves Company. Dream of a Lifetime is another great one. Ghost of Winter is a classic. She Likes It on Top. We all know what that one's about. Ooh. Letters in the Rain is another good one. That's from the Love and War album. That's probably my favorite album of theirs. What are you looking at, dude? Just leave. Diana, also a great one. So many good songs. Man, the friggin' spam is just unreal. Outrageously unreal. Well, listen to some sleaze bees. Sleaze. Why don't they have one of those on the science metal thing? You could definitely do about 5, 6 minutes on them. Slezbez. She Likes It on Top is about the game Pig Pile. I don't know what the game Pig Pile is, and I don't think I want to know. I'm sure all the members of Sleazebees did real well with using their money to work for them. I'm sure they're all very super rich right now. I used to play Pig Pile with this chick in high school. She told me that. She told me you did that, yeah. But she waited until after I divorced her to let me know. All right, I'm going to wrap this up because my brain is mush. I got nothing. I don't know what the hell to write. These books are stupid. Yeah, Nick. Thanks, Nick. Next page, Nick. There he is. Just in time for me to sign off. I will be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. YouTube Live. Please come hang out with me. It was very boring yesterday without anybody talking to me, although a lot of people were coming in and out. And I'll be back here on Friday. Everybody have a great, great day. Chad put the Z at the end of laters like sleaze bees. I will remind you, Mr. Frank, I will. Tomorrow I will send you a message. Hop, hooray.